Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Kasia and welcome to Tarot Map. Take a deep breath, relax, sit back. Maybe you would like to grab a cup of tea or coffee or wherever you're watching this video, because I'm going to share this Snow Starlight Carol Herzer's deck that I was lucky enough to receive as a present from one of the wonderful, sexy Scorpio ascendant ladies on our YouTube channel. And what I'm going to do very soon, I'm hoping that tomorrow I will receive 2 extra decks from Carol Herzer, and I have prepared already, you know, all my glitter decks. There's one more coming, and I'm going to have like a Carol Herzer haul for you. The deck is split now into majors and minors because I'm going to compare all the majors from all my glitter decks so you can see. But before we go there, I'm going to just share with you this particular deck because this is a very beautiful deck. I do call it a careless deck, and just because it feels like oil paintings a little bit, and it has this kind of careless, maybe it's not the right word, but it has some kind of well, you can call it mistakes, you know, it's not what I want to call it, but it has some imperfections that I think add to the feminine energy of this deck for me. I love this deck. It is perfectly imperfect, imperfectly perfect, however you want to call it, and I love that it was a gift. I love that this comes from Carol Herzer. I love that it has these colors that are kind of between this greenish and bluish. It's magical, and because it's not so sharp, it feels like oil paintings. It actually reminds me of this Rider-Waite-Smith, you know, the oil paintings where Empress and Justice have like really funny makeups. It feels a little bit between like watercolor, oil painting, and all the other decks that I have are actually based on another source deck, and this particular one is, I think the other ones are based on just Illuminated Original, but this one is based on another source deck. So this is the first deck that I have with these particular paintings. So the Magician just looks differently here, and all, you know, it's a different source deck. So the backs of this deck are also really beautiful. It's interesting how Carol Herzer's decks just don't show up so amazingly on the camera, but there's a lot of tiny little bluish glitter that it's, as I can see, quite hard to see in this light. And I was waiting for a sunny day, but nope, didn't come. It's so cold now. We have like this really cold wave. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to show you as much as I can how the glitter kind of shows up on the cards. But to be honest, even now on camera, I can see that it comes out quite flat. I have to bring it like really close for you to see the colors. This deck has fluorescent paint added to it, which is like amazing. This is the first deck that I have with fluorescent. The other ones I have don't have any additional work done but glitter, except for this amazing one that also I received as a gift from Victoria, my friend Victoria. I treasure this deck so much. This one has this opalescent paint, which kind of changes color. So when I look at it, it can be totally like kind of nearly black and white, and then depending on the light, it gets this blue haze or the purple gold. It's so beautiful. I love this deck so much. So yeah, this one has no opalescent but fluorescent paint, and it's actually much warmer in real life, in reality, than what the camera shows. But you can see that it's yeah, it's kind of dreamy. To me, it's very feminine, this deck. Sometimes dark feminine, sometimes, you know, but just kind of softer softer touch, and very intuitive. I think because it's not like mega colorful like some of the other ones that I have. You know, the Inner Truth is probably the most colorful, but the Crystal Fire I had as my first deck, it's also very colorful and punchy. This one is much calmer, much more peaceful. I think it really reads well. I read with it for myself, and depending how the light falls, as you can see, it's really hard to show how beautiful these decks are. So I'm just going to let you listen to this candle for a little while and just take a look at how gorgeous. And you know, the energy in these cards. Carol is a Sagittarian lady as well. She has been doing this artwork and repainting Rider-Waite-Smith for, you know, most of her life. She is over 80 now, so I think, you know, she's still working a lot, and I hope she's going to keep working for a long time and keep providing us with these beautiful pieces of art. Carol has quite a lot of different decks. These glitter decks right now are very expensive, just because, you know, they a lot of work. Imagine putting different color glitter on every different detail, you know, on the cards. It's not just like sprinkling it. You can see here on these more colorful ones, like, you know, there's different glitter color on the Five of Cups cap or this coat, and there's different colors here. She just puts a lot of intentional work into these cards, and you can see here, you know, there's little green one and blue one and rose one and light one, so it's not just like, whoop, let's put some glitter on. So yeah, it's expensive or not, I think it's a lot of money to put out, but taking into consideration how much work goes into it, how much time that she has to paint on each card sometimes, you know, depending on how much work she puts into the decks, that's also then it's reflected in the price. But the energy of her decks are amazing. I love them, and specifically the glitter decks. There's just something special and something cool about feeling in the cards. And now she's introduced this like extra thick paper, and I actually like it a lot. I thought extra thick might be too thick, but it's actually perfect. They don't bend. I have all these different ones. My old ones are like really thin, the ones that Carol used to do, you know, before, and now she does extra thick and thick, like the new cardstock, and it's really nice. I mean, they all are nice. It doesn't really bother me, you know. The old one was also good, but I do prefer these ones. And this is she has also different sizes, so this was like large size, and the one that I got from Lou is like extra large or between large and extra large, but it's quite a large size compared to all the other ones that I have. And yeah, as I said, it's beautiful. And Carol added this fluorescent accents, so she actually painted on each of the cards of the deck, which you know, it's kind of amazing. So there is the Wheel of Fortune. I should go maybe a little bit faster, but yeah, you don't want me to, do you? It's so amazing. I could just stare at her decks. I'm waiting for Havana to make a video with all her decks. There's a couple of us in tarot community who have quite a few of glitter decks from Carol, and you know, we want to binge on everybody else's deck. I know that Lou from Honey Lou channel, I'm going to link her below in the description box. She's got a couple of amazing copies which she showed on YouTube. She made me buy the Inner Truth Tarot as well from Carol. I've had quite a few of Carol decks from years ago, but you know, I couldn't afford the glitter one before. So I think I bought one glitter and got one from my friend Victoria, which was just such a generous, amazing gift. I never forget that. I remember Victoria sent me some parcel for my birthday. It was a total surprise, and when I opened it, there was like Carol Herzer extravaganza. So there was like a tiny little one, and there was starlight, and And there was that glitter one, which I was just like, fuck me, whoa, so excited. It was the happiest day, you know. And then, yeah, this one, Hanilu, was just like, oh, I gifted to you. I'm like, oh, fuck, wow, yeah, really? Yeah, and then, you know, we exchanged for some things, but nevertheless, just the whole, I don't know, some people just like Natalia, my friend Natalia from Tarot Shrink, some people just know how to gift things. It's so beautiful to watch. I learn from these people. They're just so generous and just fun and good friends. You don't get this sense of this expectation to get something back, like you want to give back, you know, but there's just, yeah, I love those guys. Not just because they gift me things, but they're just amazing people. And yeah, Hanilu didn't even know me that well. Me and Natalia go way back. Hanilu just knew that I love these decks as well, and she just shared, because I think she didn't particularly connected, oh, that's so gorgeous, connected so well with this particular copy. And it was a funny story, because she felt this deck was belonging to someone, and when I saw this deck, I even thought of writing Carol and asking her if I can reserve this one, and then somebody bought it, and I'm like, oh fuck, it's gone now, okay, it wasn't meant to be. And it went to Hanilu, and then she felt like, it's not really my deck. So yeah, it was kind of funny story. So yeah, these are the majors, and gorgeous, but yeah, it's peaceful. It has this dreaminess about it, and I really love it. And I'm just going to go a bit faster through the minors, because we have a lot of them. But yeah, Carol, as you can see, her decks have like a lot of energy, and you may like or not like Rider-Waite-Smith, but her decks are very special. They're a little bit different to those, like, you know, mass-produced decks. They have this intentionality behind the image and the paintings, and they always look so much better in real life than on camera. And even though on camera, with technology right now, you know, we can still see a lot of glitter and so on, but just the sense of color and how the glitter glitters when you actually use the cards for yourself, it's so much better in real life. It always surprises me that, like, you know, I saw this deck on Hanilu's channel, and I was like just binging on all her videos with Carol Herzer's decks, but when you hold it in your hands, it's just so much better. And you know, the fluorescent, it's kind of really visible. It's a bit warmer, as I said, in reality, that's what my camera putting out there. But yeah, it's wonderful. And I was waiting for the sun, because during the sunshine, the sun picks up on the glitter so well. And Carol has a knack for making certain cards that are quite difficult beautiful, like, you know, 5 of Coins, it's probably my nemesis card, just as a theme of my life, you know, in certain regards, of course. But yeah, there's something that I'm definitely working with, and I just love it in Carol's decks. There's 3 of Swords, that's really amazing in her decks. 5 of Cups, as I mentioned, it's amazing in her decks. It's so beautiful. I love her 3 of Wands. I love her 4 of Wands. Okay, these are better, but you know, even 5 of Swords, like the sky, and it just looks so much beautiful. Look at the 3 of Swords, so gorgeous. So she goes in, it feels like, you know, energy work, energy body, auras. There is like energetic feelings to these cards, and when I work with them, it really comes forth, and they great for like energy readings and adding additional layer to just, you know, to tarot. And of course, I realize it's not everybody's cup of tea, but I think objectively, even if it's subjectively not something that you would, you know, go for, objectively, like putting so much work into and painting on every card, like I just find it such a cool idea. They like handmade decks, you know, and how beautiful. The 6 of Cups. Yeah, every card, there's like this one adds this extra, you know, there is this guiding star, just turn around, you will, you know, you can do something about it. And I don't know, look at this 5 of Cups, so gorgeous. And again, like the fluorescent, there's this light enveloping you. And 2 of Swords, it's my moon card. Remember, I have moon in Libra. And she adds this kind of like different elements to her cards. 5 of Wands. Page of Cups, so cool. You can really feel this energy of like vision and success here in the 6 of Wands. And I like that kind of bluishness of the Source deck. The one deck that I'm waiting for, it's actually a small deck, and it's just this unique color. It's just like blue with glitter, and I'm really curious if I will like it or not. But it was kind of, you know, compared to other decks, quite affordable for me at this moment, because most of the other ones I can't afford anymore. Now they really went up. I think Carol even charges sometimes up to $1,000, but this one was $250, and I thought, oh, I'm just going to splurge on it, you know, the last deck. And yeah, if somebody laughed that never say last deck with Carol Herzer. I love this, so cool. Oh, so dreamy, so like rest, dude. Yeah, here sometimes, you know, it's not so sharp, like you don't even know what's going on exactly. It's not so scary in a way, but also scary enough. I love 10 of Swords in Carol's decks. And the Knights. And again, like there is so much more sparkle going on. How beautiful the 3 of Cups. I love this 3 of Wands, and they all different, so you can see also in the other decks, you know, there is she adds, so here there is nothing, here she added a little bit of different sky, and here is this particular one star that like it's guiding him or promises, you know, like this kind of opening, that connection, that hope, that excitement. Like your North Star, you know, are you ready to go? So this is one of my favorite cards in this deck. And 10 of Pentacles, kind of vibrant, dynamic. 4 of Swords. It's beautiful. Like she's cool. This feels like New Year's and fireworks going off all over the place, you know. Happy. Love the 4 of Cups in Carol Herzer's decks, and this is not really one of my favorite cards. If you have been following me for a while, you know that this is not my, like, I'm always like, ugh, just move on, 4 of Cups, but in her decks, doesn't change the archetypes, but it's like just so beautiful to look at. Here's a lot of movement as well in 6 of Swords and 2 of Cups, just gorgeous. So this was the Snow Starlight, and it was created by Carol Herzer in 2023 in September. And it's beautiful. The bag is beautiful. Love this color, how it goes with, you know, the rest of the deck, and just this peaceful energy about this deck. So I'm really grateful for being able to say, hey, this is my deck. So cool. Thanks, Honey Lou. I love you. Thanks for being so cool about this. And if you like those decks, hang on, subscribe, please. You know, give me some love, some shares, some likes. I never ask for it, but apparently that helps a lot, the algorithm. If you can comment, what do you think? Is this your cup of tea, or you just go, oh God, that's just so bad? I'm fine. You can share your opinion. You know, I love when people share what they think. But yeah, for me, ain't going to change my fucking mind. I love that. I love these decks. So yeah, thanks guys, thanks for watching. I hope the candle wasn't too annoying, and I speak to you soon with the Herzer howl. Ooh.